Hey everybody, welcome back to Kat's Kitchen. I am so happy that you guys are back here with me for another episode and more recipes. Today we're going to be canning some more, and we are going to be canning a few different type of pickles today. We're going to be making bread and butter pickles as well as some dill pickles. So what I'm working with here is I'm going to start with the brines. I'm actually using these packets I got these in the canning aisle of Walmart. For obviously bread and butter pickle, and then our dill pickle here. So all the seasoning and everything is already in here, and I'm hoping it works well. I've never used this before, but I'm hoping it does because I didn't want to go out and purchase all the individual seasonings. So we're going to start with our dill pickle first, and just reading the back of the packet, the instructions. We're going to need 3 1/3 cup of white distilled vinegar. So I already have that measured out here. I know some of you, I've showed you my fat separator before. It also doubles as a measuring cup too if you need a larger measuring cup, which is nice. Okay, so we've got our 3 1/3 cup of, your vinegar has to be at least 5% in order for it to be safe for canning. So please keep that in mind when you're purchasing any type of vinegar. It's just better to get the 5%. You can use it for cleaning, for canning, and whatnot. Alrighty, next what we're gonna need for our dill pickles is 7 1/3 cup of water, and then your 1 whole pouch of your dill pickle mix. And then we're just gonna heat this up. We're gonna mix it in. I'm probably gonna mix it with a whisk just to make sure everything dissolves nicely. And then just reading the instructions here. Obviously you're gonna prepare your cucumbers. You can either do rounds, or you can cut them long ways, or you can cut them in rounds. I have rounds for my bread and butter pickles, and then I have little, long cucumbers here for our dill pickles. But either one is fine. So we're just going to dissolve our mixture, make sure it's nicely combined, and then you want to make sure you're not using an aluminum pan, it says. Make sure you don't do that. And we're going to bring the mixture to a boil once it's dissolved, and then we're going to remove it from the heat. And then we're just going to pack our pickles into our jars and then pour the brine over top. That's pretty much the same for both of these pickle recipes. For our bread and butter pickles, I'll let you know what that recipe is. You're going to need 6 3/4 cup of your 5% vinegar, 7 cups of sugar, and then your whole pouch here of your bread and butter mix. And basically the procedure is the same. You want to mix all the ingredients together until it's nicely dissolved, bring to a boil, and then remove from the heat. And then obviously, since our brine is going to be hot, you want your jars to be hot as well, so that you don't have a chance of breaking any jars whenever you're moving something from hot to cold. So we want to be careful of that. I prepped all of our cucumbers last night, so that really was a time saver for me. That's a little tidbit of something that I do anytime I can. I try to prep the food, the veggies, the fruits, whatever I'm doing the night before. And then I have them in my refrigerator ready to go. So today we can actually work the recipe and can the item. So that's just a little workaround of how I do it. I used to do all this in one day, and it's a long day. So so anyway, so after we pack with our brine, our process for the dill pickles is going to be, we're going to process pints for 10 minutes and quarts for 15 minutes. In a water bath canner, and then you're going to turn off the heat and let the jars sit for about 5 minutes, and then you just put them on the counter for overnight, and then check the seals in the morning, wash them, label them, put them away. And then for our bread and butter pickles, let me see, processing time is the same. You're going to process pints for 10 minutes, quarts for 15, and then the same procedure. So pretty easy. I'm excited to work this one, and I hope you guys are excited to see this. So let's get going. Alrighty, so I moved our dill brine over here, and now we're going to work on our bread and butter. So bread and butter, like I said, we need 6 3/4 cup of our 5% vinegar. And then to this, we're gonna add 7 cups of sugar and then our 1 pouch of seasoning here. Alrighty guys, so we are back here and we have our cucumbers in our jars. This is just an old hot sauce jar. I was using a label on it, but I'll show you here. This is gonna be our bread and butter cucumbers, and then this one here is gonna be our dill pickle. You can ladle this into your jars if you want, or you can put it in a little measuring container like I have here. And I may have to put some of these seasonings in there. It just helps to have something with a little bit of a spout. And then all we're gonna do is debubble. And then we have a new lid and our rings for this. I have my water bath canner right now. It's actually my pressure canner, but it's the largest pot I have. You can use both of them. I have the green in the bottom, and then I have my hot water in there because our brine is hot, our jars are hot. We want to keep everything around the same temperature. And this is calling for, let me check the head space, it's about a 1/2 inch head space. So if you take your little measuring tool, it says right on there, about a 1/2 inch is right here. So you just want to rest that on the rim of your jar, and we are perfect at a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill up all of our bread and butter, and then I'm going to wipe the rim with some vinegar on a rag, and then we're going to add in our lid and our ring, and then I'm going to switch over to our dill mixture, which is right here. Alrighty guys, so our dill pickles and our bread and butter pickles are out of the canner. Like I said, we have 8 of each, which brings us to 16 pints of pickles all together. Here's our bread and butter pickles cut in the rounds. And then we're just gonna let them sit here for about 24 hours until they seal properly and cool down. Look how beautiful that is here. You can see all the mustard seeds in there. And then we have our dill pickles. Ooh, that one's still real hot. But so far, I'm really, really happy with it. That mix that I used was really easy. It's very simple to use. And like I said, my family just made these like the other week or so, and they said to let, I'm just gonna remind you, let your pickles sit for about a month or so. And I know anything that you pickle or anything you're fermenting, it always tastes a little bit better as it ages a little bit. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, friends.